Another improvement on the Shandong is the structural redesign of the island. The front section of the island adopts a two-level bridge design, with the upper level serving as the navigation command bridge and the lower level serving as the formation command bridge. Compared with the single-level bridge on the Liaoning, the two-level design separates navigation and formation command functions, improving overall command efficiency. The aviation bridge at the rear of the island has also been upgraded, featuring a larger interior, a more prominent position, and a wider field of view, enabling more effective control of aircraft launch and recovery operations and enhancing the carrier's operational capability. With China entering the era of dual aircraft carriers, the demand for carrier-based fighter pilots, an essential element of carrier combat capability, has grown even more urgent. This is a carrier-based aircraft training facility at the Naval Aviation University. Beneath my feet is a distinctive structure found on aircraft carriers, a ground-based simulation device for the takeoff deck. Over the years, flight cadets have repeatedly taken off from this platform, preparing themselves to transition from coastal operations to blue water missions, and from land-based aviation to carrier-based aviation. Along this simulated runway, successive groups of flying sharks have launched toward the open sea, marking key moments in the advancement of China's carrier aviation capabilities. During the return leg of one mission, a carrier-based fighter suddenly experienced an instrument failure. The young pilot found himself in a dangerous situation and had to rely solely on his own judgment and coordination with the landing commander to bring the aircraft back safely. There had been no previous case like this. At the time, the crew on board were deeply concerned and had prepared for the worst. The carrier's landing runway is less than 1/10 the length of a land-based runway and is constantly in motion. Whether performing a ski jump takeoff or an arrested landing, the pilot must execute the maneuver with precision. Even a momentary lapse could cause the aircraft to lose control and fall into the sea. At the critical moment, Zheng Ziqian quickly steadied himself. With no time to think, he relied on the landing signal officer's guidance and his own flying experience to land the aircraft safely on the carrier. In distant waters, the aircraft carrier formation represents the nation. Every takeoff is treated as a combat takeoff, with the crew prepared for action at any moment. In June 2025, relevant naval departments announced that the Shandong and Liaoning would form a dual carrier group to operate in the South China Sea, conducting exercises on topics such as reconnaissance and early warning, air defense and missile defense, and maritime strike. These drills effectively tested joint training performance and enhanced the ability to safeguard national interests. During the mission, foreign ships and aircraft repeatedly approached for reconnaissance, tracking, and monitoring. Throughout the operation, the Liaoning and Shandong carrier groups maintained a high level of vigilance and readiness, launching carrier-based aircraft multiple times and responding in a professional and measured manner, ensuring the successful completion of all training objectives. In this exercise, the two carriers acted as opposing forces, forming what could be considered the Navy's most capable red-blue confrontation. This is because the combat systems of an aircraft carrier are highly integrated and comprehensive. By allowing the Shandong and Liaoning and their respective carrier strike groups to serve as each other's sharpening stone, the exercise helped refine carrier tactics and operational methods. This type of training is an important step in the Navy's progression toward blue water operations, helping to fully develop the combat potential of aircraft carriers and their associated systems. How is this potential developed? By conducting system-level confrontations and deliberately creating strong, simulated opponents for high-intensity training. Through this demanding competition, the Navy continues to improve its understanding of how carriers should operate in open ocean environments and how to achieve mission success more effectively.
气象报告，根据气象雷达资料，当前周边有较强回波发展，火箭将驶入降水区域，对舰载机飞行有一定影响。
左舵5，
左舵5，
航向12栋，
航向12栋。
副升官，通报塔台，我预计航向东6栋。
明白。
预备塔台，预计航向东6栋。
外方战斗机一批4架持续向编队抵近，研判可能对编队实施模拟打击。
编队战斗警报！
降水区域对舰载机飞行有一定影响，外界方向以多云为主，目前试飞。
他们在西南好，把我们抵到这儿了。
On the electronic situation display, foreign military aircraft were shown approaching, and we knew they were about to cross our takeoff threshold. We prepared for launch, and everyone grew tense. Are we going yet? Why aren't we moving?
空空构型歼数飞机4架，2等转1等。
空3启动19号左。
空战的话，它的时间是非常短，大面积的降雨，强对流天气，海况不是很好，飞是肯定要飞。
准备位第3起飞位，报飞歼数飞机。
We were taking off with live ordnance, which meant the other side would likely be armed as well. When we reached the designated airspace, the foreign aircraft continued to close in. I carried out a series of corresponding maneuvers to signal that we were fully capable of responding. The other side did not expect such actions, and when their external support units recognized the situation, they disengaged.
准备接收歼数飞机。准备接收歼数飞机。
Visibility was only 1 or 2 kilometers, and we could not be certain about the nature of the clouds ahead or whether they might affect the guidance systems and sensors of our aircraft. For decades, they were the only forces operating in this region. Today, we are also capable of operating alongside them. Regardless of how capable an opposing force may be or how complex the situation becomes, we remain confident in our ability to respond. What does the era of 3 aircraft carriers signify? In terms of training, a 3-carrier structure provides a broader environment for realistic combat preparation. Carrier groups can conduct coordinated training as well as structured opposing force exercises, accelerating the integration of all elements within the formation. In terms of readiness, having 3 carriers allows the Navy to maintain at least 1 fully prepared carrier group at all times, whether conducting routine patrols in nearby waters, responding to maritime or aerial contingencies, carrying out long-range training, or safeguarding strategic sea lanes. Forces can be deployed flexibly according to mission requirements. Compared with dual carrier formations, a 3-carrier structure not only increases overall numbers, but also provides significantly greater capability than a simple 1+1+1 sum. Its integrated air defense, maritime strike, and land attack capabilities will be further enhanced. With a larger number of carrier-based aircraft, the formation can maintain continuous responses to evolving maritime situations. This enables a shift from temporary sea control capability to sustained sea control operations, improving survivability and strike capacity in distant waters and expanding the depth of maritime defense. From single carrier training to dual carrier coordination, and now to systematic 3-carrier operations, the Navy's carrier combat concept has evolved from single-platform operations to multi-ship integration. This marks a leap from basic readiness to far-sea operational capability, providing core support for the Navy's development into a blue water force. As the Navy advances into deeper waters, new warships continue to enter service, marking steady progress. The circle of cooperation surrounding aircraft carrier operations continues to expand, and system-level capabilities continue to grow. On this new journey, our flight paths will extend toward broader seas and skies.